Hello, everyone. A little late. I need my shoes on. Oh, I'm never organised. Good evening, everyone. It's lovely to have your company. I thought I'd do a live for you, so you could see the brand new collection before it launches tomorrow on Hobby Maker at 2 p.m. So super excited about that. So thank you very much for joining and waiting. It's quite a late live, only because there's been so much going on, so I thought I'd come along and do a little late live for you. Now, I know there's a QR code in the corner, so I am going to get rid of that. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the brand new collection and show you some wonderful samples as well. I'm not really going on camera tonight because, well, I look awful, and you've guessed it, I'm rummaging through my cupboard to go and get my shoes on. I can't stand on a hard floor without my shoes on. Anyway, I'm coming back in now. So it's been a busy week, as you know. I was in Frankfurt for 7 days, so it's taken me a couple of days to decompress from that. But it was a fantastic time, and I went over to Creative World, had a look round, but the main time was spent in craft storage with Mike Pickles and Really Useful Box, and it was a fantastic show. I met so many people. I'm just talking about craft and storage, how important it is. And the great news is so many people are loving crafting all around the world. So lots and lots of great feedback. Anyway, this live is about these, the brand new collection, Blooming Amazing. That's what they're called, Blooming Amazing. So I'm going to run you through what we have, and I'm going to show you some samples as well. So first of all, we've got In the Garden. We've got some great words here that you can stamp out or cut out if you want to. Do some really nice effects. The design team have done amazing work, and I'll show you that in a moment. But also with the stamp set, you also get these as well. Now, this is the stamp stamped out as is. So if you want to know the size of it, let's give you it in inches. About 4 inches by 4 inches. And then these, that wingspan is about 1 inch across, 3/4 of an inch, just over 1 inch. So these are the stamps as they are. So that it's not a photocopy or anything like that. I stamped them out. I need a new ink pad, but I've stamped them out. There you go. So really useful for pattern building or accentuating your different makes and things like that. So yeah, they do look good, and that is In the Garden in the background on a stamp board with Hello Petal frames that are coming up in the moment, and that's the bee. So that's a little look, see what they do. You can also do some, bright, colourful things as well on these stamp boards, which look really good with the words, just adding colour and just having a play with them, really, which is really cool. But I've got so many more samples to show you. Let's run through these, and then we'll do the samples from Jenny and Glynis. Now, let's go and see. Oh, hi, Glynis. I've had a really busy time this past 10 days. I have indeed. Greetings again. Jenny and Glynis are in the room, everybody. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Marianne. If you've got any questions about any of the samples, please, please, please ask the ladies. They'll be there to answer all of your questions. Let's head back here. Okie dokie. Right, so that's In the Garden, which is a beautiful stamp to work with, and a big stamp as well. Next up, we've got It's a Secret, Peek Inside. This was a photo. All of these are photographs, apart from the words, of course. I just put those together, but you'll notice I've put them together because I've not done that very even. I wanted it a little bit different. So anyway, this is a gate in Wales next to the sea. And through the gate, there was a love heart. So that was cut out. And I just thought that was really cool. So you could just peek through to the garden. And I thought, well, I have the love heart on there. And then you've got peek inside and it's a secret. So that is from a photograph, but you've got that lovely wood effect on there. Really handy stamp to work with. Now, these are the dahlia and the poppies. This is my front garden. This is my back garden. This picture, I was actually asked by an art group if they could paint it in a lesson because they like the photo so much. So I said, yeah, of course you can. So that's a dahlia. That's the dahlia bud. Then you've got the poppy. And this was a Himalayan poppy, the big ones. And this bit here, the petal had flopped forward, just come forward like that, almost like a gate opening. And the bees were buzzing around so quickly. They loved it. And that was the bee just going in to the poppy, and it was pink in colour. So we thought we'd add a couple of more bees on there. So you've got them facing either way. And then that's flower power and be happy. Do you get it? Be happy? Of course you do. Not a misspelling. Not a misspelling. Where are you? Be happy. Then we've got flowers. So this was a picture I took of the passion flower that fell from, we've got a passion flower wall, and the middle part is missing from it. You know, the stamen, yeah, that comes up. But anyway, that was on the floor in the garden, so I took a picture of that. You've got, I think that was, oh gosh, it was a flower in the back. I can't remember the name of it. That is your echinacea, cosmos, and again the poppy. This time with the lip ups. That's a huge Himalayan poppy, but they're so beautiful in the middle. They really are. But you can focus on that. So that's flowers. Then we've got some frames to work with, which are really cool. Just some scatty frames, a little bit of splat on there as well. So Blooming Wonder, Made with Love. Great for building patterns. And then we've got the cosmos. Jane actually planted these in the allotment. So that's the hedge of the allotment at the back. And that was closed up. And then that's a variation just from another angle of the cosmos on the like that. I think they're beautiful. Really nice, look, vintage colours. And then you've got, there was a butterfly on one of the echinaceas. Those are the plants underneath. I can't remember the name of them now. What gazanias? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, this was the main focus, and a butterfly landed on it. And I just thought it was a really nice picture, so I took it. And that was a close-up of a cluster of echinacea. That works really well if you get some yellow and just take some black over the top of it, and it kind of creates that gold or yellow. But it kind of creates, again, really simple and easy card. So that's the collection called Blooming Amazing. Let's take a look at some samples. I'm not going to be doing any demos on the live, just because. Let's just head back to your comments in here. So if you've got any questions, please ask. In the garden makes great backgrounds, says Jenny. Yeah, it does. It really does, because you can cut the words up. And in fact, I'll show you one of the samples here from Jenny. There you go. So that's in the garden in the background. And then you've got cosmos as well. So let me lift this camera up in the, probably a little bit further up for this live. Didn't need to be that far up. Okay. So I think a little bit further up. It's a different setting on this live, you see. Okay, so there you go. So you can see the background there, Jenny, and that's by Jenny. It really does look fantastic. And then that's blocked off with 3 different bits of the cosmos all cut out, which look really nice. This one is by Glynis. A really nice, effective card, stamped in blue as well. So you've got that kind of vintage look to it, which I really like. I think that's great. I really do. Oh, okay. So that's lovely. And that's using the frames, the 2 frames, and they work really well just with a bit of masking off, which looks good, which looks really, really good. Let's just pop that back on there. This is a beautiful sample. Are you ready for this? Love Hearts from the garden stamp, the little extra stamps that you can use. Let me just show you those. I feel like my voice is going. It's okay. That's that stamp there. And then Jenny's done something really cool. She's made some flowers out of the Love Hearts. Where are they? They're in here, of course. Look at this. I mean, this is amazing, isn't it? And you've got all of those little flowers on there, the bee. Just love this. What a superb idea. It's absolutely beautiful. And then you can just simply fold that up, put that on there, and you've got that lovely box. Isn't that wonderful? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Here's another one. If you like sending seeds to somebody, this is the perfect collection to do that. You've got the bees on there. Love Hearts turned into flowers. Bloom, using one of the words from the garden stamp. Okay, open that up, and you've got some lovely seeds. And again, this is using the stamps around the edge and the bee just there. So that's beautiful. This is lovely. Again, this is from Glynis. Using the frames down this side. Let me get those and show you. So that's using that circular frame to go down there and then have put in Let Yourself Bloom. Really nice crinkle cut around the outside. I don't know whether you did that or you've got a crinkle cutter, a deckled edge cutter. I know Tim Holtz did one, but that looks absolutely beautiful as well, as you can see there. Glynis uses mainly versifying clay. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, to know what kind of inks you use. So Let Yourself Bloom. Lovely. Love the blue, Glynis. Love the blue. Let's go for a bit of colour here. This is Jenny. Now, let me put that there. Can you see that? I don't know how high up I can go with this camera, but a bit high. Oh, dear me. Hang about. Let's see if hang on. I think that's as far as that will go. Yeah, but you can see that. Isn't that lovely? I'm just going to bring it closer so you can see the lovely flowers on there cut out with the bees. That's lovely. And then just layering that up as well. Doesn't that look great? That really does. Let's just take that comment off on there. I think that was the question asked to Glynis about what ink was used. So yeah, please keep asking your questions. Glynis and Jenny are in the room, the fabulous design team. Here's another one. Let's have a look at this one. Peek inside. Yeah, as we peek inside, watch this, everyone. Okay, I'm going to put that down there so you can see that. You ready? Isn't that fab? Isn't that lovely? Look at that. You've got the poppy on there. You've got the passion flower. You've got the flower that I can't remember. I just can't remember that one. It wasn't a daisy. No, it wasn't a daisy. It's from a yellow plant that we planted. But you can see there just how lovely that works. Isn't that great? Take a peek. Lovely. This one is nice monochrome for you. This one is by Jenny. And again, using the frames. Good use of all the frames. That's the frame stamp. So again, you've got that detail on there. So that's used all of those. And then using the flowers inside, the love heart. Just looks really nice with nature, which is from the Garden Words, which again, these samples are amazing. I wish I could put you in my pocket and take you to Hobby Maker tomorrow. I just get nervous when I have to do demos, but with these we can just talk about these lovely samples. This is lovely. Again, using the frames, the background is the words, so everything there with the bee. Again, being so creative with those. Look at that, absolutely amazing. Love that, love that. So that's by Jenny. Which is lovely. Let's see what this, is that another question there? That's Glynis talking about verse 5. I'm on my phone, so what happens is good question. Let me show this. Was it a coreopsis? It might have been. I'll have to look back at the reference of the picture. It might have been. It might have been. All these were in my back garden, front garden, all the cosmos, which was down the allotment. So I'll have to look back at that. This is lovely. This is using craft card again, glazed over with like a decoupage glue. And then you've got the lovely white. I love using white on here. Just it just brings out, just sort of lifts it, doesn't it? Which is nice. And that is using Take a Peek, the wood effect. You can see that. So that is absolutely remarkable. Here's another one using the timestamp. See, look at that inside. This is what Jenny does. She stamps inside cards, which is genius. Never thought about doing that. But of course, if someone's opening a card, you want to see what's in there. And you want to see patterns and things. Isn't that lovely? So that is from Jenny. This one, clever, from Glynis. Lots of different colour. You could have it that way. That's the way it was intended. You could have it that way if you want to. You can see there, that's made from the frames. Isn't that clever? Isn't that clever? And then mixing the colours and then the frames on the top. That is so cool, isn't it? That really is. That is superb. Oh, they're clump forming like little daisy flowers. Yeah, I think it could have been. I think it could have been a coreopsis. It could have been. Right, so here's a big one. Love Grows Here. This is by Jenny, and this is using Cosmos, the stamp. Let's move these out of the way, and In the Garden. So again, a lot of scope here. And look at all of those different areas where the stamping's gone. Kind of looks like a collection of photographs, scrapbooking. So clever. Look at this. You've got the black and white there going up into the colour with the flowers. So clever. So clever. What great ideas. Here's another one by Jenny. Put that there. And again, you can just open that out and you can see that's the words running all the way down the middle. And then you've got the poppy and the dahlia on the outside and the bee. Isn't that lovely? I wish I could fold cards like that. That's something I've got to learn to do. Here's another one from Glynis. Again, using the frames, using the Mother Nature. You can see there, Mother Nature. Called that Mother Nature because obviously with the butterfly. Then you've got Touched by Nature, Touched by Nature, Touched by Nature, because of course that's where the butterfly was. That's a really beautiful one, isn't it? It's stamped in blue. Here's another one built up with those dahlias. Flower power. Really cool background. And then you've got the bee, and then you've got the dahlia flowers. So that looks really good. That looks really good. And you guys are all having a chit chat on the side. It's not loading, but I know you're there. If I turn that off and turn that on again, it might come up. There you go. It always works, isn't it? When you turn it off and then turn it back on again. Always works. I don't know whether I showed this on. I've just done another live into the group, Timestamp Creations. You can join the group. There's all kind of benefits from being in the Facebook group. Okay, this one, look at this, picked just for you. Isn't that lovely? Using the frames, green in the background, using those colours of orange and blue to bring out the spring. Trust me, it is coming. The spring is coming. The spring is coming. I hope. I hope. Now, Take a Peek was the, let me grab it to show you. Was this one here. Okay, and that love heart was used on this card. So beautiful. Now, when I took the picture of this, the love heart was squashed up a little bit. So I did a bit of editing and I made it a little bit bigger, but I didn't make it absolutely symmetrical because I wanted to give it that raw sort of like cut into wood look. So I kept that with that. But that's the photograph of the gate, and those are the love hearts that Glynis turned into a card on that one. Let's see what else. Lovely that you're all chatting away. Let's just take that away. Isn't that lovely? On some watercolor cardstock, I believe. And that is lovely. So in that sort of monochrome, but then you've got that flower really coming forward. And that's a dahlia. Be Happy, embossed. Isn't that nice? I love it when it's embossed. But that is really effective. I love that in the corner. I've been doing a couple of them in the corner because it just lends it. That stamp lends itself, really does. Let me find it again. Of just being in the corner or on a bookmark or something like that, which I love. More. How do you like it? Who sang that? More. How do you like it? How do you like it? Who was that? Oh, I know. Another great sample here. I'll take your word for that, Janice. It's booking it down here. Spring will come. I mean, it might be a wet spring. Who knows? It's absolutely tipping here as well. Yeah, I just think it's crazy, isn't it? But spring will come. So you've got that lovely effect of the frames. Nice dappled background. Again, with that green, tied in with some black going around the edge. That is beautiful, isn't it? Do you use acrylic paint? Do you use, because you use beautiful and bright, do you use acrylic paint? Jenny's asked a question. Jenny's asking Glynis. Do you use acrylic paint? So that was a good question. Let's see what Glynis comes up with. These stamps are great for journaling, says Glynis. They are. because there's lots that you can do with them. Now this is beautiful. Peek inside, exactly how it's intended to be used. You've got the lovely stripes of the wood down the side, and then you've got that lovely taking a peek inside. That's beautiful. And that's by Glynis. Let's hide that one there. I know you guys can see everything that's going on, which is great. So I don't always have to bring it up on the screen, but as long as you're answering each other, that's wonderful. Isn't that nice? And then I think that's it for the samples. Waiting, that's it. I was just, let me come, just while you're looking at, I was working on that. What have I done? Where is it? That's just doing, here we go. I was just playing with the patterns. So, you know, this is how you can start to just build up patterns, and just using the white with the green and just stamping randomly and learning how to build patterns. For example, that could go on something white in the background. I know Jenny's got a name there. You could put that on something white, and then that would look really nice. So yeah, great for pattern building, but just lovely, lovely stamps to use. And I'm sure you'll agree, the design team did an amazing job. In fact, they're blooming amazing, they really are. And there's so much to show tomorrow on Hobby Maker. I can't wait. And I hope we talk a lot about these samples and show a lot of these samples. And I'll be doing some demos as well. I'll do my very best, but it is always nerve-wracking. But I can't wait. It's going to be good. The show's at 2 o'clock. Look at that. I mean, isn't that, look at, just wonderful. The show's at 2 o'clock on Valentine's Day. So if you love flowers, please join me. It's also, I've not told you this, it's also Timestamp Creations' birthday. Yeah, it's the birthday month. A year old. Can you believe that? A year old. So I have a giveaway on the show. And the giveaway is for the very first collection, Out and About. And I'm going to give that away to somebody that buys within the show. So we'll pick a winner before the end of the hour, and somebody will win that collection. I think it's worth £65, somewhere in that region. £65, somewhere in that region. So yeah, so that's a big giveaway tomorrow. Something I wanted to remind you of just whilst you're here, I'm going to go down to Somerset, which was a terrible accent, and be part of a workshop with the lovely Janie. And Janie's on a cruise at the moment, but she asked me if I could remind you about this because it's getting really busy and I don't want anybody to miss out. So this is a great weekend. The venue is absolutely incredible. It's like being in your very own country house for the weekend. You are wined and dined, or just dined. All dietary requirements are catered for. The people there are just amazing that look after you. The rooms are incredible, luxurious country retreat. And that is for a weekend for bookbinding. And we're going to be doing some book covers as well, and doing some really nice art. So those are the details. Do go and have a look on Jenny's website to see that, because it is going to be an absolutely fantastic time. It really is. Also, Joe Channer, I don't know whether there's any tickets left for that. You'll see that on the right hand side. But also, I am at Crafting Live in Sandown the end of February, and I'm also at the NEC. So if I grab, where are we? I'm sure I put it on there. No, it's not that one. If you head to Timestamp Creations, you will be able to find, oh, it's in a QR code, that's right, the make and takes. Now, if I, how do I get that? I need to show that on the screen. I need to take that away. Let's hide that, go back here, put the make and takes on. I don't know where that's gone. Hide it, show it. There it is in the corner of the screen. The make and takes are available for the NEC right now on the website. Okay, so you'll be able to go to the website and get yourself onto the make and takes at the NEC. That's me again. Let's just go back to that code. I'm sure I put it on as shoppable as well. Let's scroll down here. Let's create workshop. No, that's not it. Creative Colour Workshop. I think that's sold out now. There it is. There it is. That's what I want. Okay. So if you want to come to the NEC, it's just well, my make and take is £5. The lovely Claire Hammer is going to be with me as well. We're going to have a great time. It's £5 for 30 minutes. We're going to be playing with postcards and colours and backgrounds. So please pop yourself along. If you want to come along, you can pay on the day, but please message me to book, because it's getting booked up already. We are there on the Thursday, Friday and Saturday. I think the timings is 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, but double check that. If you get in touch with me, you can let me know which ones you would like to go on, and it's just £5. You can pre-book on the website and message me and tell me the time you want to come along. You can also pay on the day, but it is really, really important to book. So that's the make and takes at the NEC. That's the information on your screen. But Blooming Amazing is launching tomorrow, 2 o'clock on Hobby Maker. It'll be available on the website, Timestamp Creations. But it's been an absolute pleasure. And I hope you can enjoy me. That sounded so wrong. I hope you can join me tomorrow. But thank you so much for joining the live. And to give you a little idea about the collection, take a look at this.